Good morning, everybody. I'm Melissa with Practically Creative, and we are here having a sewing bee with some friends of mine. I'm going to go through and introduce them from left to right as they're showing on my screen. So if they're in a different order for you, I'm sorry. I'm going to start with Colleen at Colleen Sews and Chats. Colleen, what are you sewing today?
I am sewing a hanging towel with a simple band. Because who doesn't need a hanging towel when they're barbecuing?
Awesome. And next is Dawn at My Quilt Projects. What are you sewing today, Dawn?
Today I am sewing the tessellating tees quilt block.
I saw the short for that. That looks like it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the instructions on it. I know you said you're writing a pattern.
Yes, I wrote the pattern. I have it as a PDF on my blog at myquiltprojects.wordpress.com. It'll be in the very first post at the top.
Awesome. Good morning, Stephanie from Quilting with Stephanie Stitches. What are you sewing today?
Good morning. Thanks for having me, first of all.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm working on these chocolate covered cherries block of the month. I got a little bit behind, so I'm going to catch up today.
I like the fabrics or the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next I'm seeing Sylvia.
Hi, everyone. I'm working on my momigami paper that I turned to fabric yesterday and doing some slow stitching to hold it onto some calico background.
I love the name of that.
What? Momigami.
It's origami combined with mom. That's how I remember it. And for the first time on our sewing bee, welcome, Shannon. Nice to see you here.
Good morning. Thank
What are you
you for
working on
having me.
today?
Well, in honor of the awesome short and Instagram video from Colleen, I'm doing a picnicky thing. I'm doing the Jolly Bar summer quilt, picnic quilt with sun washed, which is a Corey Yoder line, which is really cute.
Pretty.
Summer.
I love that fabric. I'm just a fabric hoe. Just, you know, I'm going to drool over everybody's fabric as you show it to me. So just be prepared.
I'm with you on that.
And another first timer, Kelly from Kelly's Cruises, Crafts and Creations. Did I get that right, Kelly?
Yep.
What are you working on today?
I'm doing more of the layer chop blocks. Every block has got one accent strip in it. Now I'm doing the ones that require the accent strip to go crisscross in some fashion.
Oh,
I already did the ones that have the strips not like parallel, sort of.
is
And
that
those of you
somebody
who only
else's
know my
pattern or
channel name, now you see my real name here. You know why our dog's named Ferris.
I get it now.
I love it.
Although I was told, but because I didn't know your last name.
I knew it, but I try not to throw last names out there unless somebody already uses it as part of their channel name.
I've had my name on Zoom for ages when I was doing it for work, so I just kept it. It is what it is.
Makes sense to me. And I'm Melissa from Practically Creative. I've got my bucket hat on I made last summer. And I have got a project here to work on, although I don't know that I'll have very much time to work on it. I see Dawn saying hello to everybody in chat. Good morning, Lou. Good to see you. I see Ingrid Bowers. I see Tracy Albert. Hello, ladies. Nice to have you guys here with us. And we're just going to chit chat while we sew. Did everybody guess the theme? I loved Colleen's short that she made for all of us to use.
Thank you.
Have you guessed the theme yet? Yeah, it's summer picnics. summer barbecue. I thought that was cute, and I love that short that she made. Thank you for making that for us, Colleen.
Thank you for appreciating it.
That was a
Thank
cute
you,
idea,
Colleen.
Colleen. Sorry, I'm not joining in, but I gotta get this done.
Okay, no problem. No, it's whatever project you want to bring, UFOs, whips, whatever. Not literally.
If I switch the laptop camera around a little bit, you guys want to see the other blocks that are on the wall?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, close your eyes in case I go too fast. I'll go slow.
Oh, very good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
Now, is that a pattern that you created, Kelly, or are you working on somebody else's pattern?
No, that it's a free one from Jordan Fabrics.
I thought I had seen it somewhere, but there's nothing new in the quilting world. So,
It's for my friend's son. It was supposed to be a grad quilt for last year. Oops. Been a bit slow lately.
she's a little late.
That's kind of why I want to get it done. So all I have to do is get these other blocks done. There's 35 in total. So about half you're supposed to do with the accent strips not touching, and the other half you do them with them going crisscross. So once I get those done, I just have to sew it together. So hopefully.
How big are the blocks, Kelly?
Well, I'm squaring mine up at 9 3/4 inches because I can't sew apparently. The pattern calls for layer cakes. Okay, that's cool,
Right.
but I got this yardage because that's what my friend's son wanted. He wanted those colors. So I cut them all for 10, but some of the first ones, some of the later ones I finished, I could have totally squared them for 10, but some of the first ones, so they're all 9 3/4 now.
Awesome. Yeah, Tracy was just saying it looked like a Jordan Fabrics. I love the fabrics in that, Kelly.
They're all Stonehenge. The blue one's a gradient, but when I went to get the orange gradient, it looked like it was too peach. Like it was a
Oh.
funny color. So I just went with another Stonehenge orange. It was really orange.
Well, that definitely makes a difference. And that's one of the nice things about being able to shop in person for fabric.
Mm.
You can see those variations in color and make decisions
Yeah.
on the fly.
And I got the fabric for the strips too. Here, I'll show you guys the blue in the orange. That's actually a solid. It's a Bella. I forget what color it is. I can't remember. Cornflower or something dumb like that. The orange in this, that's not actually a solid. It's got a faint little bit of like crisscross sort of on it. I can't even describe it. It looks like it's a total solid, but it's not.
Very cool. Good morning, Tracy W. I'm getting mad.
Switching to,
T-Mobile.
okay, I'll swap, I'm jumping off of T-Mobile. Okay,
We're over here doing the internet swap game.
I don't mind, David. I don't mind, David.
I asked mine to stay off for an hour. Don't know if he's actually staying off. He's behaving though. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. I was getting there.
Sylvia's killing it on the links, guys. Thank you.
Share links over there in the chat so you can check out everybody's channels that are here.
Yep, and they will all be in the description box as well. And then I am trying to get to YouTube itself so that I can throw numbers at you guys. So we have Dawn is at 923. Look at you grow, girl. You're kicking it. And I'm going to Kelly. Sylvia is at 825 this morning.
Going
Yay.
up and down that. One a day up, one day down.
It's YouTube being weird is what it is.
mhm.
I cannot figure out why you haven't just shot through the Kelly's at 646. Check her out.
Go, Kelly.
Go Kelly. And now I have to remember how to spell slay.
SHANNON.
Yeah. But I want her
On it.
channel. Come on, spell it for me, YouTube. I usually write these down before I start, but I was behind this morning,
Mhm.
which is not unusual. 443. Yes.
Ooh, I went up
Yay.
one.
What was it, less
Woohoo!
than a month ago that we were trying to get you to 100 at Stephanie's live?
I feel it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really wild. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. So you're really growing fast. Good girl. Killing it, killing it. And
I was just
Stephanie,
over
I'm
cutting
almost
off
afraid to go look at your number.
a piece of the blue. So that's why I disappear. I'm up cutting.
15.7K. Now talk about somebody who's rocketing right on up there.
Woohoo!
'Cause I remember when she hit 8,000, and that wasn't that long ago. It's just a few months. So you doubled. You go, girl.
Thank you.
That's because she puts out good content and good videos, and she's a sweetheart. So neat. And let's see, Colleen, 11,150 plus.
Yay.
You know what upsets you when you don't know that last number? It's a one.
It's a one. Awesome.
It's a one. Thank you.
And let's see, I need one more to go to 2,600.
Oh,
One person out
Wow.
there, subscribe.
Everybody's
But-
doing good.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. I'm not crying about that. I'm
It's-
not begging for a sub. I'm just like, yay.
it's good to see that everybody's continually growing.
Mhm.
And we're all working hard. So that's, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even for Sylvia, who can't see to sew with her sewing, she's just killing it. I love that project you're doing.
The Momigami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear her say it. I didn't want to say it again. See,
I'm
Sylvia,
going-
Sylvia and Kelly both, I guess, make us international today.
Yeah.
That's being fancy.
Yeah, that is.
I'm going to do a quick haul. Any
Oh.
objectives?
Awesome. You want me to
Go for
fix
it.
you like spotlighted? I have to
Yes.
figure out how to do that.
Good face
spotlight.
today.
There you are. Can everybody see her okay?
Yeah.
She's showing off stuff
I
she
don't
bought
even
from
remember what I got.
Stephanie Stitches. Who is
Yes. Stephanie opened up the shop and I was trying to sort it. And then I realized some are kept together. So I need to.
Oh, I gotta tell this on Colleen while she's getting her stuff together.
What?
Kept telling me Stephanie needs to open her shop. Stephanie needs to open her shop. And finally, I guess she emailed Stephanie and said, "Open your shop."
Lori emailed Stephanie
Lori did. Yeah.
because I don't have Facebook. So I asked if anybody had seen anything from you. And Lori's like, I'll look at the Facebook. And then she's like, I emailed her. And I said, well, I didn't want to bother her, but I guess I will. And oh, you emailed her. Okay, good. I don't have to.
Yeah, Lori did.
So keep that in mind. If you have an Etsy shop out there and Colleen ever shops at your shop, please God, open your shop when you come back from vacation.
Not above getting my friends to email you.
Well, I tell you what, I was kind of glad she did because I was so busy when I got back from Canada that I completely forgot to reopen it. So
Good morning, Amy.
This is the 108. Okay.
yep, that's the 108. Yeah.
And that's the one I kept drooling over.
So pretty.
So since
Ooh,
Look at those.
it's a
That's
Lovely.
ombre too, isn't it?
Yes.
it is ombre.
So it's not just lighter on one side because it's closer to the window. It actually goes from a dark to a light blue.
Yep.
Yes.
That is super pretty.
And just long enough for me to reach. This is, see, I had the papers, but what is this one called? And of course, Stephanie can always tell you.
Should be the indigo.
Ombre Confetti Indigo
Yeah.
or Moda.
I like it.
Yes, isn't that pretty?
All the shades. It's like the gradient that they do for the Stonehenge. You get all the shades. Very pretty.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, was that a 1 yard cut of the 108 or a 3 yard
Yes.
cut?
excuse me, as it was it was a 1 yard. Yeah, 1 yard.
So you don't have to buy 3 miles of fabric to be able to
Yeah.
use that, because I'd cut that ombre right up and use it in a quilt.
Oh, see, that's what I get it for, is yardage.
Yep.
When I store it, I'll fold it, cut edge to cut edge instead of salvage edge to salvage edge. That word is hard. People should not make fun of people for not seeing us say that. But I'll do that, and then I'll fold it again. And then fold it over. So I have a smaller,
Footprint.
I must clean up later. Okay, what are the buttercup? Helps if I can see. Oh, the light helps. Buttercup Slate Honeycomb Dots by Corey Yoder from Moda. Half yard.
Yoder fabrics. Is that a gray with honeycomb on it?
It is. It's a slate gray. I was trying to see if it was leaning one color or another, but since these are up here, it's going to lean that color. How gray does. So I got that. And then
Roll.
one Buttercup Slate Stitch Stars in Pebble by Corey Yoder. I needed some grays. I did not need any blues.
Yeah. That one's
But I
got
needed
little bitty stars on it. It's really cute.
That is really pretty.
like little flowers. But yeah, oh, see, in the camera, I can see them as stars. Now I see it. Don't ask
I
me.
think that I have the link to your Etsy shop in the link for you on my channel here, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you.
Under super. I
Yeah.
checked when it came in. Let's see.
In case anybody else wants to go over there and drool over Stephanie's fabrics and buy her out. So I can't buy any.
I'm just gonna pet this for a while before I actually use any of it. And this was to go with my cocoa colored, my coffee set that I got, which I didn't get out. It is Primrose Hill Garden Trellis Teal Yardage by Riley Blake. Backyard.
Oh, that's pretty.
I was
love
going to ask if that was a Lori Holt. So Riley Blake
Riley
is
Blake.
pretty close.
Yeah. I like these teal colors, the different shades of the teal.
Yep.
And then this one is the Ombre Fairy Dust from Moda in turquoise. Another ombre. Oops. So it's dark on the edge, but it's wide in the middle. It's got little stars. I may just be addicted to anything called fairy dust. That's my problem.
Is that glitter or is it metallic?
It's metallic. It's not glitter. It's not going to come off. It shimmers with the light, but it's flat. No feel to it, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's woven into
That
the
was called again?
That one was the Ombre Fairy Dust.
Yeah, Stephanie, just go ahead and set me aside.
You're welcome.
I'm looking for
Not
my.
terrible.
There we go.
I walked out here, a team out here without a pen.
All I ought to do is just email her my list that I got already up there. And I got last one. Flying geese, 1 inch by 2 inch, because I needed more.
When I packed up your order, my daughter was like, "Who wants to make flying geese that little?"
Last night, I wanted to open this last night because I thought this is exactly what I'm going to do with it. The band that goes around the
Very
cow,
pretty. Yeah.
put flying geese
I
across.
don't even like making flying geese at all.
I like HSTs better.
My corners never match up. I lose all my tips. I just do better with these. But that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, that would be perfect for this. And I do like tiny, these blocks in back of me. Those are kind of tiny.
Very nice.
Anyway,
That's
Hey,
pretty.
done. I don't need
I
any
don't want to
head.
make flying geese that small.
And she handwrites, thank you, Colleen, Stephanie. That's really why I buy from her. She sends hearts. I'm going to tilt.
Same reason I like shopping from Halo too, because they do I think that's the nice thing about it is you have personal notes from the people that you know.
Mhm.
Make you smaller. I was just gonna ask if you were ready. Colleen doesn't like being in the spotlight.
I really don't.
How far have you
That's why
gotten, Kelly?
That's why she's got a YouTube channel. She doesn't
What?
like the spotlight.
While I was watching what Colleen was showing, I was fiddling with my intersections, and I've been doing it kind of my own way because you're supposed to make a mark on either side of what you cut and then match it up. Well, it doesn't always work. So I kind of line it up as best I can, and then I baste it. So it actually worked out pretty good on this one.
Okay.
I figure as long as I'm less than 1/8 of an inch slightly off, that's okay. But I'm not going to worry about it being totally perfect. But this one happened to work out perfectly, so I'm keeping it. So now that I have it basted down, I'm just going to sew it the rest of the way, and this block's done. Except for the squaring up part of it, though.
Whenever I see patterns like that, I just think cut a long strip, sew it in between the two pieces, and then cut it off.
Yeah, that's basically what you do. It just, I am doing a video of this as I go and tips and whatever. I've just sort of figured out how to fiddle it myself, which is kind of what I do a lot of the time anyway.
I usually, one of the things I discovered for me is that I like to make a block off camera so I can do all those mess ups that you always have and then make one on camera so that hopefully I've already made the stupid mistakes without it having to be on video and recorded
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really doing like a how-to on this. Like I'm just sort of showing my progress on the video. And I did a tips video of, hey, I figured this out. You might want to try it. But Donna Jordan has a perfect tutorial, like all hers are,
Yeah.
on her channel of how to do this. So I'm going to link it up later on my, when I actually put my video out. There's no point in me going over it again because she does it perfectly well herself. It's her own pattern. She does it. So watch hers.
Well, not everybody has 2 or 3 people to chase them around with cameras either.
Yeah.
Because I think her son and her husband both film for her.
Yeah, I think her son mostly. Yeah.
And her
Anyway,
husband will cut for her.
Yeah.
Matt loves cutting, so
he cuts a lot of their jelly roll packs and layer cakes and stuff.
yep. I'm always getting emails from them where Matt has in-house cut a kit for whatever, and I'm like, I wish I could get my husband to cut all my fabric for me. Because you know she isn't standing there cutting all that fabric whenever she has to do 300 squares.
Yeah.
You know Matt steps in and does that for her. Has to. Because otherwise he would be sitting there going, you're not doing it right. So is it time to do another bucket hat tutorial for everybody? I mean, summer's coming.
I'm not making a bucket hat.
You're not making a bucket hat. I made a bucket hat.
Me neither. I look
I look
ridiculous in
very
those.
straight, suave, and debonair in my bucket hat.
Yes.
Of course, I thought I was going to wear it like this. You know, because I'm
Then
doing
you look
the
like a fisherman, Melissa.
podcast, so I should really do it up, right? Get me some fishing lures to hang off it. I had an aunt who wore one of those hats with the fishing lures hanging off. It's called a mosaic, Tracy says, that pattern that you're doing.
There. Oops, hang on.
Stephanie, you look so serious over there and you're being too quiet.
I have a million half square triangles. That's why I'm like,
You're doing a million. Are you doing it for your next block?
yeah, this one, it's all half square triangles.
I was hoping you were doing.
I'm gonna throw this one upside down.
Oh, my top knot is making it impossible to get this bucket hat on, but I am bucket hat ready.
I love it.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, me and Shannon. I think that Shannon and I must have been separated at birth, even if she is younger than me. She's got that bucket hat ready to go. I'm like, yes, Shannon. She said something on one of her podcasts the other day, and I emailed her and I was like, all right, I liked you before. Now I love you. I'm adopting you. You're mine. Because it was just so me. I mean, my words came right out of her mouth. Just perfect. I can't remember what it was now. Yes, her Canadian daughter. I do need to make the hat a bigger size for my head, Tracy. Yes, I do. I thought I had made the biggest size. Yeah, and Tracy's made 4 bucket hats, which is what made me think it was time to start making bucket hats again. It's seasonal, right? You make bucket hats.
I made
Yeah.
2 for my granddaughter. In fact, I think I probably made more than 2, but yeah.
All right, Tracy, Craft a Simple Life. I'm gonna ring you up. You've been thinking about making a bucket hat, but you need a wide brim, and you're worried you'll look even worse than usual. I don't know who you're talking about, but my friend does not look bad. And I think a wide brim would be great. Put some interfacing in it, sew some rings around it, and the wide brim will stand up for you. And you don't look bad. Don't even do that to yourself. I think you're a very pretty girl. And that big smile on your face makes a difference. It really does. No matter what you think you look like, as long as you're smiling, everybody's happy.
Yep.
I think smiles make people look really good. And I catch myself doing this when I'm doing stuff. And I think, boy, I look terrible there. But then I smile and I go, gee, look at me. Right? I think I look
That's what I'm mad at. I'm not mad. I'm concentrating. Go away before I get mad.
No, I used to think that too, Tracy, that I looked silly in hats. But then I grew up, when I was 12, we moved to Florida. So we moved to a not so great neighborhood. And the thing about not so great neighborhoods is they have, like the talk in tongues and sing real loud churches on the street corners. And if you sit outside those churches on Sunday morning, like when you're riding your bike, you see ladies come out with these humongous hats on, and their hats match their outfits. Think Queen of England, but with, I mean, humongous hats with flowers and stuff on them. And those ladies always walked up so tall and proud. I was like, yes, that's how I want to do it. So no matter what anybody else thinks, you act like you think you're the bomb, and you are. And I thought those ladies were all the bomb. You know, the blue hats with the blue suits, or the pink hats with the pink suits. And the men would dress to match. You ain't lived until you've seen a man in pink bell-bottom suit with pink shoes on and a hat to match his ladies. That's when you know you are living in the hood. They definitely do it.
Okay, I just realized I'm actually in theme today. I forgot that I had pre-cut this because I cut all my pieces last weekend. But my pieces are like mustard colored fabric with grilling stuff.
Perfect.
Yay, I'm in theme for once.
Way to fit in, Dawn.
Yay.
We don't worry about being in theme. I just
Show
didn't
up.
want to be July 4th for the theme and then have poor Sylvia in here having to sew for July 4th. And, you know, look at all of us bratty rebels over here.
It might happen to be
Yeah.
July 4th, but they are good for barbecues.
I like the red with the gray.
It's kind of a
Or
blue.
it looks gray from here. Is it blue?
It's a blue gray. It is.
Oh, okay, cool.
This was a Astral, I think is the name of the line.
Oh, you don't need to tell me any more fabric line names. I'm already going to Stephanie's.
You get
when we
you some.
get there.
It was actually gifted to me.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh, and speaking of gifted, Lori just cannot be told things sometimes.
If you want to
Say
look
I'm
up
thinking
our
about
silly
something and she
hat,
says it. She says, I'm never going to use this here. Actually, Melissa's half to blame for that. I have to be very careful, or my house would have tons of stuff. I wanted to try the drunkard's path, so she sent me the orange peel. All I really wanted to do was get some experience with the curved piecing. So that and what is this other thing? Non-stick pressing sheet.
Well, you needed both.
I need both. I do.
And Lori's got a room full of stuff that the old ladies have ding dong ditched her with. It's the perfect combination, right, Sherlock?
That's what she calls them, the ding dong ditch ladies.
That's what I call them. She calls them the
Oh, ladies.
old ladies. I call them the ding dong ditch ladies because she's like, they did it. She did send it. Yep. She sure did. As a matter of fact,
Is that like rat-a-tat, where you ring the doorbell, drop stuff, and run away?
that's exactly what that is.
And it's okay May the 1st, right, Dawn? Is that what we learned? May the 1st, it's okay to ding dong ditch.
Yes, that we used to celebrate that when I was little. We would go and we'd ring the doorbell, leave candy on someone's porch and run. And it was called May Day.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Iowa and I assumed it was everywhere. And then when we moved to Texas, nobody had ever heard of that.
I think our neighbors must suck because they don't do that kind of stuff. I would bake for them if they would.
I've never heard of that before. That's interesting.
You've never heard of it before?
Nope.
I've heard of it.
Maybe it's elsewhere in Canada. I don't know. I have lived in British Columbia my entire life, and my big country is different all the way across. So other people could be doing it, and I have no idea.
But it ain't going on in your backyard.
It's not going on in my backyard out here. If you go through somebody's gate without calling first, it's dangerous.
Exactly.
I think I've told this story before about FedEx. The FedEx driver, they hired a new one for out here, and she's lost. She doesn't know where anybody's at. We have 6-inch tall letters on the pole out in front of our house to give you our house number. But she would take like our Sam's packages and just dump them behind a random gate. And then we'd get a picture from FedEx. All our stuff is sitting behind somebody's gate. And I'm like, well, I hope they enjoy it, because I am not going through somebody else's gate to go get this stuff.
It's not worth getting shot over today.
No, that coffee and creamer, I hope they enjoy it, because I'm not going after it. And
I just did a Google search of the May basket where we drop things on people's porches, and it is supposedly a forgotten tradition. I'm reading an NPR news article from April of 2015. So I guess I was probably one of the last generations to participate in that, because it's called May Basket Day, and it's on May 1st.
Well, I guess it's to make up for pulling all those April Fool's Day pranks on people.
That sounds plausible.
Let me look up the history of it, because I don't know what the history of it is.
I don't either.
Dawn is so good at looking stuff up. I thought I was Mrs. Google. No, Dawn is.
Dawn is Miss Google Pants today. I like Kelly's setup. She said she was a little worried about it just being the laptop camera. I guess it's a pretty good view of her little room.
It does. And you know, we're nosy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm looking at what she's got hanging on the back of the door and the pictures on the
After the
wall.
live, we're going to go back in and zoom in on everybody's rooms. What fabric they're hiding.
Don't do it to mine. I can tell you there's a towel hanging up behind me.
Oh, I've done it to yours. There's not a whole lot of change.
I can tell you there's hardly any postcards hanging up behind me. Another one's
I was going to ask you the other day, Sylvia, are those Velcro bites on your door?
They're sticky tabs.
Like for command hooks?
Yeah, but they're not. But they're not holding to the fabric. They stick well to laminate door, but then no good for holding the fabric. So
If you put Velcro on them, you think they'd work better?
probably, yeah.
Or would you have to apply Velcro to all the fabric things?
I'd have to put, well, you'd have to put the
Oh, there.
one part of the Velcro on the fabric and the other on the tabs.
I keep thinking about that door, thinking there's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe you took felt or batting or something and put it up there, like adhered that to the door at the four corners, if that would
Yeah,
hold
that's
the-
what I was thinking, maybe like ribboning them together so that they hang in long ribbons, and so that they
Oh,
just hang
that would be
down off
nice.
the,
Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah.
See, this
Sometimes
is what
I
I
impress
do. I
myself.
solve problems in other people's places, so I don't have to go solve the problems. my own.
So
Tara.
I am on history.com, and it is talking about the May Basket Day celebration of May 1st. It originated in Beltane, which is in the British Isles. It is a celebration, and it's probably pagan based, to divide the year in half between light and dark. When the Romans took over the British Isles, they brought with them their 5-day celebration known as I can't say it. It looks like it's Floralia, devoted to the worship of the goddess of flowers, Flora, taking place between April 20th and May 2nd. And then that became combined with Beltane. And then they invented the maypole dance. And during the 19th and 20th centuries, May Basket Day was celebrated across the country, where baskets were created with flowers, candies, and treats and hung on the doors of friends, neighbors, and loved ones on May 1st. It also has a connection between the labor rights movement in the 19th century and the height of the Industrial Revolution. The reason why we don't celebrate Labor Day as far as all of the international workers and the Haymarket riot is because the president, Grover Cleveland, made Labor Day a observed holiday in September, not in May. So that there is quite a bit of history on this, and it is fallen by the wayside. Nobody celebrates it.
I may not
kids
remember,
did.
but I like.
My kids used to do maypole dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, every May, when they were in junior school. Yeah.
That's interesting. I remember maypole dances when I was a kid in school, but I don't remember very many of them. I don't think it lasted. I was a kid in school during the hippie era, though. I do remember learning how to meditate and go om in gym class.
That's wild.
That's funny.
I'm quite certain that Mrs. Spiker was probably super duper hippie, but I didn't realize that back then. I just thought it was cool that she was teaching us something I'd never heard of at home. Good morning, Gussie Nancy. How are you today? She just slid in the door like she thought she was going to get away with something.
Not today, not here, woman.
Nope, we see ya. I'm trying to iron my binding. Figured I could
Melissa?
do that.
What were you saying about my room?
What was I saying? I said that you were saying that all you had was your laptop camera,
Yeah.
but I like your laptop camera because when you get up to walk away, we can see your whole little ironing area and almost all the way over to your sewing machine.
Oh,
So we can
good.
be nosy
Okay, yeah.
about what's in the room.
This laptop's only about 1.5 years old because I got it for work, and actually the camera's not bad. This room used to be my daughter's bedroom, but she moved downstairs, so I took it over. So it is kind of a mishmash, but you can sort of get a general idea of it.
Well, we were just saying we were gonna like, go be nosy at your room once the live's over.
Oh, I think somewhere on my channel, I do have a video of my sewing room.
I think you do.
Well, it's not so much fun
I'm
when
not
it's showing
nosy,
us
I found out.
around. It's only fun when we get to sneak around and look at it. I mean, yeah, we'll check out your room tour.
Why that closet that has a light in it is perfect.
I don't even remember when I did it. A couple years ago, maybe. I think I did it.
Time for a new one, Kelly. And we're gonna help. I figured I could iron binding while I'm sitting here. I can't do much else because I don't really want to try to sew.
By the way, Melissa,
Yeah,
you sewing through your finger?
yeah.
Serve a big, I told you so. Machines are dangerous.
They're only dangerous if you don't pay attention.
I've been giving her a hard time about the serger and the blade. And I'm a chicken, so I don't want to mess with mine. I was gonna do it yesterday, but yesterday was a bad day. Very little got done. So when she went through her finger, I thought, well, that's not the best time to say I told you so, but 24 hours. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, as soon as I did it, I was like, yeah, okay.
Ouch.
Because Colleen's always ragging me that I go too fast. But I do speed up my shorts whenever I do them. I'm not sewing at breakneck school.
Well, I really do that because somebody gave me that comment and I was like, it does look dangerous. We're rebels. You want a dangerous hobby? Join the sewing bee.
I don't know.
You done?
Oh, awesome. Wayne uses like circular saws and a table saw and all this different stuff. And I always kind of sit here and cringe when he's using them. Now he's going to cringe when I use the sewing machine. Poor guy. Because when I did it, he came out to help me. It broke the needle and I couldn't find the little piece from the end. No, I did not do it online. Thank God. That would have just been too much.
Oh my goodness.
I was in a hurry to get this baby quilt free motion.
Oh,
Kelly, you were going to say something. I interrupted. I'm sorry. What you got over there, Shannon? You looked like you had something to show.
Oh,
just-
oh no,
I'm
I'm
just
scooching
pulling
stuff
together.
around. I had to pivot because you're supposed to have two of the jelly bars to make the quilt. So I'm just gonna make placemats, springy placemats.
oh, cute.
Those are
I'm working.
pretty,
I'm working on some borders to make. I figure if I do 4 of the jelly bars and then do some bordering around it, it'll make a pretty good size springy, summery placemat.
yeah. Well, how many placemats do you need for the peoples in your house?
For the table outside, I've got 8 chairs, so the jelly bar will definitely be able to do that.
Awesome.
I love that fabric, Shannon.
Yeah, yeah, it's
You know,
really
I'm
pretty.
God,
Oh well,
if I
Stephanie,
could-
you're a Corey Yoder fan all the way around.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that's one of my favorite lines that she's done.
Yeah, this is particularly nice.
I like that, Colleen.
Thank you.
Oh, cute.
She used the seminal
Oh,
piecing to create the top for her.
And it goes around your oven handle, barbecue
Oh
handle.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there's no buttons or anything like that. Just
I keep telling her she needs to make a pattern or a tutorial video for that.
I realized
Yeah.
the video I have of this sucks. I was trying to edit it yesterday. Oh,
That's so cute. I'd love to learn how to do that. That's
That's a
nice.
great idea. Yeah.
I
Well, the
got
only one I've seen that's anywhere close to that. I'm not in love with the person who made the video because
I learned from.
she's very fast paced You know, she's real fast about how she shows you to do things. And my brain doesn't always work that fast.
Mhm.
And all her videos are like that for me. They
I think
just, my
Colleen
brain
should make
doesn't
a video.
process that quick anymore.
But now too. I feel like I just got volunteered.
Yep. Voluntold.
Well, I'm at the point now, like, when I go into Joann's Fabrics, used to be I could go in there and that notion wall they had was like heaven. I would stand there in front of it and see all kinds of things I wanted. And now I go in there and I stand in front of that notion wall and I go, oh, there's too much stuff. It's age. Definitely age. Look, Colleen Sherlock says you need to make a tutorial for that. It would be a great Christmas gift for her kids. Where did she go? She disappeared. Hi, Deb. How are you? Oh, she went to refill the cup.
I switched from coffee to water. These south-facing windows are no joke.
They provide nice heat in the wintertime, though.
Thank you, everyone in chat, for the pretties. I forget to look at chat. I'm sitting here hanging out with friends. You guys are friends.
I was going to say.
But it is really easy, and I love it because these towels at Walmart, a pack of, I don't know, it comes like in a 6-pack, and you cut them in half. They're over there. I'm not getting them. So it's only using half the towel. Nobody wants to see me disappear again. It scares Melissa. But you cut the towel in half, and then you only need a 7x14. I put 2 fabrics together, so I'd have different fabrics. Piece here, and then the band is supposed to be 2 inches. Mine is 3 because I wanted the piecing.
Pretty.
So it really does. It goes together fast. It doesn't take a ton of time. I was putting them on. The tutorial I saw has you take a piece of fabric to make this band, fold it in half, then fold it in half again. Well, they were putting that folded piece that I feel should be at the bottom at the top. And I kept thinking, I've done that wrong again. I've done that wrong again. No, that's exactly how it was shown. And I was like, nope, I don't like that. So I add the band at the end instead of trying to be fancy and doing it in the center. That way it goes where I want it to go. Those sell pretty good at the farmer's market. Fast, easy. What else I got? Some I might have stuff to sell.
Well, and it's consumable. You know, everybody uses. I don't know anybody who doesn't use cloth towels in their kitchen. Maybe there's some people who don't. But that seems like something that everybody would like to have, especially cute ones.
I was gonna say, I was thinking for the barbecue, like you said, because my husband wipes his hands on his apron, and I'm like,
It's not white.
yeah.
I saw a really cute hack for an apron, Stephanie. They put a little loop of fabric, like where the top and the bottom of the apron join. And it's made specifically for a towel to like hang through. So you have a towel attached to you and you can wipe your hands on that towel and not muck up your apron.
If I have an apron on, I don't care where a towel is. I don't use aprons though. I use my jeans.
I have a it's hard to use your jeans to pull a pan of bread out of the oven. Or to pick up the eggs from the chickens out in the yard or whatever.
Pads for, I wouldn't use a towel anyway. That's when I remember to grab it. When I was baking all the time, I used to bake all day, every day. There was cookies and rolls from scratch all the time. Occasionally, I would reach in and I would grab that pan without anything on my hand. And I'd be like, oh, I should know better.
Hi, Lori and Nancy. I just saw the chat.
Yeah. Everybody's sliding in. Deb Somerville came in. We got a few people. And I did put Shannon's link in there. I keep forgetting to put it in my Nightbot. So now that I have gone and cut and pasted her link, I can go add it to my Nightbot.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and find your channel, Shannon. I don't think I'm subscribed to you.
Oh, well, her link is in the chat for sure now.
Oh, Shannon,
Melissa, can you put it in the description box for later too?
Yes, I've already got all the links in the description box
Okay.
for everybody.
Yeah, I'll check it later because I don't know when I'm gonna have to go. So
Yeah,
I blamed YouTube for unsubscribing me to Shannon twice in a matter of like 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
And after I thought about it for a while, it has unsubscribed me to people before, but new channel, new subscriber, it should not have done that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
My
seeing
husband's
if
over
I
here,
can put that in while I'm in here.
Sometimes I think my husband, when he's fooling with his phone, because they're not allowed to be on their phones, but they can have earbuds. So, stop listening to me. Suddenly he's paying attention. This is the only time he gets to hear me say stop listening.
get out of there.
But he's fooling with it to get whatever he's watching to play. We have premium, so it doesn't shut off when he puts it in his pocket. I'm wondering if sometimes he's unsubscribing me.
Oh.
If it came on the front page when he's doing that,
Yeah.
and hit
could be.
unsubscribe by accident.
Instead of butt dialing, but unsubscribing.
And I don't have time to watch a lot of people, so if I'm not constantly watching them, I may forget that I'm subscribed. But I can blame YouTube for all that, and it's very possible it could be somebody else's fault.
Waiting to see if the Nightbot took it. Yes,
Yay!
yay! You're in there, Shannon. Officially,
Now I'm official.
is official. I didn't know I could fix my chat or my bot while I was in chat, so I'm learning something new today
And if
too.
you don't have the thing changed up, your moderators can too.
Right.
I always
That's right.
forget I have Nightbot.
Me too.
I use it too, and I forget I have it.
Oh, Nightbot is awesome.
I really like sharing people's links, so I don't forget that I've got an idea.
Yeah, this is what sewing in a group looks like in person, Matt. It really is. We all talk, we talk over each other. Everybody's working on something different. We're passing, I think that the only thing that could be added was we're passing snacks around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cheetos.
Covered
And my
pretzels,
first thought was
like
Cheetos.
not eating Cheetos on a live.
No, I might eat some pork rinds though. I have a bottle of those sitting here.
I purposely made sure the pretzels didn't follow me over here this morning.
Have you got regular pretzels or chocolate covered?
They're called yogurt covered, but they taste like white chocolate. They're a salty pretzel and then the really sweet chocolate. I will eat the whole thing in 2 days. I spent so many years dieting and exercising and all that. I'm to the point I don't care. I just don't care.
This body beautiful doesn't bother for years.
Yes, more wild in person. Or we'd have somebody now in the southern group, we'd have somebody with a pitcher going around pouring more tea in your glass. Even if you took a sip of tea, they'd be pouring more tea in your glass. And then there would be somebody's grandma there going, "You look a little peaked, eat a piece of this cake." And they'd give you a quarter of, a piece of cake. And you're like, "I can't eat all that." "Oh, you just work on it for a while."
This is that easy Seminole piecing that gives me those diamond looks.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay, girls, here's another one.
Nice.
Love those colors.
Not
Nice.
exactly 100%, but very, very slightly off, so I'm sticking with it. Close enough.
Nobody knows. We won't tell.
Yeah. My friend's son will not notice.
Yes.
And if they do, you tell them, feel free to give it back.
Yeah, I think it was Dawn that gave a quilt to a young man who was being cheeky about it.
Yeah, and you know what? He has not talked about it or said anything about it. or anything since I've given it to him. So I wonder what happened.
But young people are like that. They say, whoops, thanks, and then it's used.
Yeah, that's okay. I enjoyed making it, and it got me a lot of views on YouTube, so I don't care.
There you go.
Yeah,
It is a little hurtful though that you go to all that trouble. You want to hear a few details.
those are mine.
Ladies, I'm gonna scoot. This was a fantastic time. Every time is a fantastic time. I enjoyed myself, and thank you for inviting me.
We
It's
always
good to
have a
see you,
blast.
Dawn.
working with you,
Bye,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
Bye, Dawn.
Bye.
Bye, Dawn.
See you around.
Bye, Dawn. Now I'm just staring at everybody's rooms.
Stop it.
I kind of want to know what that green thing is behind Stephanie.
Oh no, we're all looking.
Oh,
I'm looking at, I know what the blues are, but I'm wondering what the green is. It must be a project I have missed.
The one behind me?
The green one,
That.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's the Legit Kits block of the month.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's definitely a project I've missed. I haven't watched those because I'm intimidated by the legit kit.
You shouldn't be. They're really easy. I think they're actually easier than some other paper piecing. And I've done a lot of paper piecing.
I'm not great at paper piecing, and I've done a lot of avoiding other people's patterns for the last couple of months
Mhm.
because I'm working on writing some stuff of my own, including the baby quilt. And not wanting to accidentally copy anybody else.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want, because I'm doing applique and I don't want to be influenced by somebody else's stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same ideas at the same time anyways, and I know that that's how my brain works. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good working on that. So the only thing I've really seen is your stars stuff.
Oh yeah, the All-Stars.
Yeah, because,
And-
and of course the cotton cuts because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing stars in my applique anyway, so that's all right as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And I can promise you I'm never gonna have an applique pattern. So
That doesn't mean that I won't see it and see applique out of a pattern though,
gotcha.
you know, because I look at stuff that Sylvia does all the time, the FPP stuff, and I think, oh, I could do that in applique.
Yeah.
As Sylvia looks at stuff I do and creates FPP patterns and makes them before I even know it needs to be done. But she's good at that stuff and I'm
But
not.
then you could just say I was inspired by my friend Sylvia.
Right, but then I don't want to accidentally not say I was inspired by somebody and copy and not be giving credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
And I would say I was inspired to somebody, I just don't know who. If you find him, feel free to message me. So that's what I was feeling. The block I showed that I wanted to do that I actually took the time to put on my computer, enlarge it.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking somebody had to have done this for me. They had to have done this. Sure enough, right after I said I wanted to do this, there was an email from Dot and Jordan Fabrics, because I'm signed up for their emails. 2 years ago, they did a free pattern on it. So then I shared that on my community page. It's a quilt size. It's great big.
Well, I actually did do a pattern that someone else wrote, the Scotty dogs that I made. Beth Shibley over at My Sewing Room had bought a quilt that had Scotty dogs on it, and she drew out the pattern from her quilt. And I gave full credit to her, but I wanted to make that quilt so badly. And it's all done. So I'm like, and I kept putting the link in there going, I'm not cheating. I am actually giving credit.
Yeah.
I
My
just
husband
didn't want
assures
to.
me regularly, I have no original thoughts. So I just assume anything I make, you've seen it somewhere.
somebody's made all these different quilt blocks before, though. There's that many out there, aren't there? There's thousands and
Right.
thousands of
Currently.
quilt blocks.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's plenty of books that advertise themselves as, the quilt encyclopedia.
Yeah.
And I bet if you bought 10 of them, you could find a cajillion different blocks in them.
But it's the same as those box ones, isn't it? There's so many people have put them in books, and those blocks, they're not a new thing. They've been going years.
No, they're not new.
Yeah.
Well, I did one of the blocks out of there, and I don't know, my brain looked at it and came up with something completely different. And I did the block wrong 3 times, the Flower Patch block. And finally I said, screw it. I've made a new block. I'm going to call it something. What do you do? My brain could not wrap itself around doing it properly.
Yeah.
But when I did it my way, it came out great. So I just called it Flower Power or something dumb. I was like, it's not a flower patch. It doesn't match what's in your thing. And then one of the other quilters I follow was like naming off. I think she named 23 names for that exact same block. It's got so many different names. Are you done sewing blocks for now, Kelly? Or are you working on another one?
No, I'm just sitting for a minute. I've done 3 now, so
Well, you're allowed to sit for a minute.
I've got 2. Hang on just a second, let me check.
Those look like fairly quick and easy blocks to do, but I bet that quilt's going to be
I
stunning.
have 2 more blue ones I gotta do.
Are you adding crisscrosses to those?
Yeah, I'm doing, they're all crisscrosses. And then I have, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I love that quilt hanger behind you, Kelly.
7,
Oh, yeah.
8,
I
9.
was
Then I have
thinking of
9
that.
orange ones to do.
He's the caping. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
2, 1, 2, 3. I have 6 of those crisscross blocks done,
Uh-huh.
of the blue ones, and 3 of them are squared up and on the wall. I'm playing with the arrangement as I go.
White House model together. I'm giving up on the White House model.
Tracy did do really well when she learned that. Sylvia's a good teacher. It's the Sylvia method. Just do it the Sylvia way.
Don't fret.
Right. I am going to get myself off and sorted, ready for my grandson's concert tonight.
Oh, have fun.
I knew there was something going on with the grandkids later.
Yeah, he's in Aladdin.
Tell him to break a leg if that's the proper terminology for you.
Apparently, last night's was good. He enjoyed it, so that's what I've been.
That is going to be
Ooh.
so
Oh,
adorable.
neat.
Cool.
Awesome.
That is
You got to
really cool.
say it again for me, Sylvia.
Mommy Gami.
Mommy
Mommy
Gummy.
got me. I like that. Mommy got me.
All right, Sylvia. Like I said, tell your grandson to have a great time,
We will.
See you later.
and we will talk
Yeah.
to you very soon.
Okay.
Love
Bye,
you.
Sylvia.
Bye.
Bye.
I think it's time for us to start wrapping everything up anyway. Colleen's over there working on her towels.
Oh, I finished the towel. I've moved on to a table runner that I don't know what it's going to be like when I'm done yet. Because
Okay. So your next project that's coming up is what? You're live on Monday, or you get something going before then?
me
Yes.
live on Monday. Nothing before then.
What time?
6:30 a.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern time. Bright and early.
I have my alarm already set for it. Good thing I love you.
Tell you what, on Moderator Appreciation Day, I will change my live to 7:30. I need to write that down.
7:30 my time works out fine, actually.
I'm making it the holiday, by the way. Moderator Appreciation Day, July 10th.
You're gonna make it a holiday?
Very nice.
That's
Sorry, Colleen, I will not be joining you at 4:30 in the morning.
yeah. Come on, Kelly.
6:5, that's still 4:30. Okay.
All right, Kelly, what's your next project coming up? Have you got a live or a video coming out?
I'm not sure. Eventually I will get this done and I will do the video for it. But what I have to do next, we're going away next weekend.
Okay.
July 1st is Canada Day. So as of the 30th, we're off camping. So I'll have a camping video again. We have not been to this particular campground. It's just down the river. We went in 2017. So I'll do some footage for that. But you guys know my channel. It's sort of hit and miss.
Little
And
bit of everything.
yeah, I get busy and I can't do anything with work or whatever we're doing. And then I have a little bit of time and I can craft and sew more and then I can shoot more videos. So it's sort of, you get what you get.
I really like those camping videos and the ones you do of touristy stuff. So I enjoy those.
Me too.
Oh, I'm glad you do. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's always beautiful, but we camp around here. So terrain's not that different. Excuse me.
I follow a guy who's been living in the same place in Alaska for the last 4 years, and I still watch his videos. And he puts up, like drone footage of rivers and forests around him.
Yeah, I don't have a drone, but you can get a
I
nice
still
view of
watch it.
the
If
forest.
you film it, we'll watch it.
It's down at the end of, it's about 45 minutes from our house. Down at the end of the road, that's it. There's the lake. And usually the campground doesn't even open up until like the latter part of May
Right.
because the glaciers up on there's high mountains all around it and with glaciers on top. Like not big ones, but they don't go away.
I live in Florida. All I see is palm trees and flatland. I'd love to see the mountains and the glacier.
And there's we'll probably get the dogs swimming, but people go in there with their boats and stuff. And there's big signs all around, like warning about swimming because it's a glacial lake and it's really, 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 really cold.
That makes
Harris
sense.
has 3 layers of fur. He'll be fine for a couple minutes, but yeah, there's warning signs just so the people know that it's really, really cold.
Well, the water down here is hot enough you can cook food in it on a summer day. So that would be a big change for me.
Yeah.
I think it would
Yeah.
be cool.
I remember the Columbia River when we lived in Washington. It stayed very cold and the summers did not get that hot. It did not stop me from swimming in it.
Yeah,
Well,
and
kids are different. The rest of us are.
that particular lake is a bit unusual for that because most of them, there's another lake that's really popular just south of us, and people come from Vancouver and stuff and camp there. If you look up Cultus Lake, you'll see it. You can swim in there; it's fine. There's a couple other ones around that it's okay to swim in because I mean it's chilly, but you get in there and you splash around and it's fine and no biggie, right? Especially when it's a hot day out. But not that one.
Makes sense. All right. I appreciate you being here today, Kelly, especially for your first time. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. We were lucky enough that Ferris decided to get up and have to go to the bathroom at 6 a.m. Otherwise, I would have been late.
You should be
Well,
thanking
you just
Ferris.
went through it and then you've been like, oh, man.
It's sunny out and and it's light and the birds are chirping and he's awake and gotta go pee, Mom.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
why not? He wants to go chase those birds. All right. I'm going to go over here and pick on the other newcomer, which is Miss Shannon.
Oh,
I appreciate you being here today.
thank you so much for having me. So when our next, so my next live is tomorrow morning. Like it's my brunch from 11 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. So that's always fun. And I'm still working on legit kits. So it'll be FPPing. So Melissa, come watch how easy it is.
Mondays are nuts for me, but I will try. I actually,
Sundays.
Okay.
Mondays. Oh no, Sundays I might be. able
Sunday.
to. Mondays are.
Yeah,
good.
tomorrow.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm thinking tomorrow's Monday. Shows you where my brain is.
Oh, don't make it a Monday already. I don't want to be back at work
No.
already.
Yeah.
No, my husband would cry too because his job's not much fun right now. They're like under the gun to get stuff done. He needs his time off.
Yeah.
I
need
love
the
how you
weekends.
put your pronouns under there.
Oh, thank you. I need to figure. I'm not sure why I just need to either make it Slay Arts or Shannon. Like I don't understand why it's like the entirety of everything.
You just need
I
to
don't know.
rename
I think
yourself.
mine's super long, but then my screen name is long too. Practically
Yeah.
creative, pretty. It's a mouthful. And I love Miss Ellen because every time I go in there, she calls me particularly creative. I don't know if that's good or
Aw.
bad.
That's
That's
cute.
sweet.
That is sweet. All right. Again, thank you for being here today, Shannon. And then I'm going to
Thank
go
you.
over here to Miss Stephanie. And I know she's got another live coming up this evening already.
I do. I finished one block.
Ooh,
Yay!
I like
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. So I have one more to do to catch up, but yeah, I have a live tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Sean, the guy who sews, is going to be here. Yay. I'm excited. We're going to show off our quilts that we've been working on. We've been working on the same pattern. And then Monday starts the next Fort Worth Fabric Studio sew along. So yeah, fun stuff coming up.
Not doing that one. I'm trying to keep up with cotton cuts and not doing well.
Yeah.
And don't forget to check out Stephanie's Etsy shop.
Oh yeah, I'm
No.
going to look for that fabric. I'm
Thanks,
going to look
Colleen.
for that fabric.
It did not get folded back up, but it will.
I wouldn't fold it up. I drape it around me and run through the house like it's a cape.
I'm gonna play superhero princess.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Gonna copy that fabric into her WoW profile and put it on her character. I can see it now.
Think I won't?
I know you will. I love it. I think it's great. All right, guys. So I'm gonna say one more time, I'm Melissa with Practically Creative. I appreciate all my mods being here today and taking care of us, making sure that all the links were in there. Shannon, you're added now. I appreciate all of you being here with me. And hopefully we will see you guys all next month or even more. We're having a blast.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Thanks so much.